All right. We are live. What's up, everybody? It's Overflow Nexus giving you the latest and greatest updates on the financial markets. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. As you see, I'm just drinking my coffee, chilling. Let me see. Let's see. Gotta keep it simple today. Just gonna say what's up, good morning, and get right into the technical analysis. Hope you guys are blessed this morning. I just want to, just give encouragement before I get started. And also say that my Lord and Savior is Jesus Christ. For those that do not know Jesus Christ, also, if you have not given your life to Christ, I definitely believe you should. For many reasons, because salvation is eternal, and so is damnation if you don't choose Jesus. So that's one of the big reasons. But just because his goodness and his gracious and his mercy and his kindness for what he did on the cross for us, that should be enough for you just to serve him. I had to rush, I'm not gonna lie. I was downstairs making some coffee. Um, and I pre what I do? I did I did because today is trash day as well. So I took out the trash yesterday instead of having to do it this morning, waking up early, because it's going to conflict with me being here on time. So this is why you see me here doing what I'm doing early. Let me see. This light is so bright. Let me check and see if the stream is good, because it says it's good on my end. I'm not sure about y'all, what it's saying on y'all's end. So let me check on my phone. If the stream is up and running. All right, so bear with me. Today the CPI numbers came out. I don't know yet if they're positive or negative. I have not checked, but looking at the market, it looks like they were pretty negative. All right, well, for some stuff it was pretty negative. So okay, so the stream is good. We're good to go. All right. I need to post real quick saying I'm live, and then I will get going. Let's see. Twitter. Some people think the market's gonna dump. I'm on Twitter right now looking at some of the comments saying that the market's gonna dump. But we'll see. We'll see what the charts are showing us today. And then we'll make our own judgment if the market will indeed drop or not. I think, just from the last analysis, I do think the market will drop. But, sometimes the CPI numbers do change how the market is looked at overall. So that might change some stuff. So let me go ahead and post it on Twitter. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. The handle is at the bottom of the screen in the bottom left corner. If you see it, feel free to drop, a follow there. And also, if you have a pair that you want me to look at towards the end of the stream, let me know in the chat, and I will analyze it for you. I'll be looking at XRP first. I'm looking at it currently right now on my screen. So I'll be looking at XRP first, then Bitcoin. After that, I'll do the cryptos. Then I'll look into Forex pairs. I'll look into GBP, JPY, and the US dollar versus the Mexican peso, which is a very big one to start trading right now. And then I'll take a look at the NASDAQ and US30 Dow Jones. So definitely take a look. Definitely tune in until the end. All right. All right. All right. Everything is set. What's up? Miracles do happen. How you doing? Appreciate you being here. You said NZD JPY. All right. Yeah. So if you stay to the end of the stream, I'll have that down for you. I'm not gonna go crazy with the analysis. Let me go ahead and jump right to the charts, and I'll show y'all what I'm seeing on XRP. I need to switch over to the yeah, 4 hour, 1 hour time frame will be fine for this analysis. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and switch over. All right, so this is what I'm looking at currently on XRP. I'm gonna start off with this one first because I had it up already, so might as well. But looking at it, I did talk about this last time, that the market would come down lower and start pushing its way towards 40-cent level. Also, I think I mentioned it more so, yeah, on the daily. Here it is. On the daily chart, I said what would end up happening in here, since we are following the crossover of the Ichimoku system and also following the red moving average. Here the market is bearish overall on Ichimoku. And then not only that, I also was talking about what may end up happening. I gave two scenarios, but I'm always bearish on this one. I said the scenario that could play out, we would see rejection in here. We already see it. We saw price action. We see, price action that should be going up to the upside, honestly. But what's happening in here is the market's holding its own, and it's starting to make some, starting to consolidate down here. It's not breaking back up into the TK zone. So what I'm seeing in here is a pushback down to the downside in here between the 38 and mid 40 level, or low 40-cent level. Once we get back into this zone, that's when I'll start to see if price will start to get a little bullish in here. If not, then the market will probably continue down lower. But coming back to the 4-hour time frame, what's up, happy souls? Nice to have you join in this morning. Peace be upon this house. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. But like I said, in here, this, as you see, like I said, was consolidating. We are inside a mother stick candle range in here. So the best scenario is to wait till we get a strong breakout here. Once we get that strong breakout, then we'll look to go in either direction. But based off of the TDI, this is giving me bearish indications. We are overall bearish. However, there is no signal to go short yet. So I'm just gonna hold, from participating in the market until it's clear on what direction the market wants to run in. Because we could easily break consolidation and start moving back to the upside into the green zone, and probably even higher, and then a drop. But I am still overall bearish on XRP as of right now. Also, if you did check out the last stream, I was talking about the FedNow system. I have my own thoughts on it in the bigger picture, the bigger spectrum of things. I do think globally, once we start having collapsing in the the banking system, there's gonna be chaos in the financial sector. And I do think that XRP will eventually be used to bridge and connect all the countries, the globally, everything in one place. Is gonna be central, in one centered spot through use of CBDCs, and XRP is going to be making things, move a little smoother and quicker. That's my personal thoughts on it. People say that XRP has no room for, in the no room for the CBDCs, but I do think globally it's going to make it easier for CBDCs to be used versus how it is currently now. That's just my personal thoughts on it. If you have been looking at XRP, what it does, and then looking at CBDCs, both of those go hand in hand in what they're meant to do. It's just a thought. It's not something that the Lord told me. It's just something that I've been thinking about strongly. So if he says, yeah, that's what's going to happen, then hey. But that's what it looks like to me Just my personal opinion on XRP and CBDCs working together in the future. But we'll see. Like, I'm talking about like globally, like on a bigger scale. That's what I'm talking about. But looking at it, the price right now, I'm leaning short overall. I just want the confirmation. Let me tell you why I'm leaning short as well on this. If you notice here, let me take some stuff off so y'all can see it. So here, we're inside this TK zone, right? Which means we're between the blue and the red line. That's what I mean when I say we're in the TK zone. The overall crossover is bearish. The last crossover we got was bearish, which was up here, right before the market dropped, right? So before that drop happened, what ended up happening in here? We had that push down, rejection down here, then we started consolidating, and you could argue that we moved back up to this high, and we failed to break above it, which is why we made a fractal level here. So what do we see? We see that the market is, moving sideways, but while we're in this TK zone, this is just this is going to be either an area of further distribution or accumulation right here, where we see the market buyers start coming in, we push up, and then if the market is strong enough, then we could push higher. But this is the other side of that, which is what I'm leaning towards, based off the momentum of the TDI and the information given now, which is why you have to be patient as a day trader. Based off this current information, I'm seeing on the TDI that we are, starting to push up higher. However, this baseline here is under the 50, which is saying we're bearish overall within the TK zone. So I'm not putting any money into this moving up. I do think what will end up happening, there will be some sort of accumulation in this area. But what will end up happening, because there is some divergence as well, which is this is considered a flat level because it's consolidating. What will end up happening, we'll see accumulation happening, as you see here, based off the divergence. But this is what I think will most likely happen. We'll see the buyers get absorbed in this area, then the market will start to flush to the downside further. So that's what I'm anticipating. Also, based on the CPI numbers, let me check them real quick. I do got the news pulled up. Let me check real quick. Let's see. This is not what I wanted. Let's go back. Okay, so CPI numbers. Let's take a look. The red folders right in here. I don't know if y'all can see that on my screen, but it's red folders. It's the only thing in red. Everything else is yellow or orange, but these three are red. So CPI, the first one that came out was just neutral numbers. Second one was negative, and the last one was positive. So seems like it's balanced out. Let me see. Let me read it first. Let me see what was said, at least on the folder. Okay, it says change in price of goods and services purchased by consumers. It says usual effect actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. Released monthly about 16 days after month ends. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so the next release will be June 13th is what it's saying. It says why traders care. Prices account for a majority of the overall inflation. Inflation is important to currency valuation because rising prices lead the central bank to rise interest rates out of respect for their inflation containment mandate. Okay, let's see. Today, so there's gonna be another. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So that one's pretty much done. So nothing with this one. Let me read the next folder. and I guess it has stories related to it right here. I do think by 12 o'clock we'll get a move, because usually the market is slow. Everybody's trying to understand what the market is doing early in the morning. So I do think the market's going to make its move around 12, maybe 1 p.m. Today. So we'll see. Let's see. Let me see the last one. Okay. So nothing is going to move yet from what I'm reading. I think, like I said, I'm sticking to my guns. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going to happen before the market actually makes its move. So everybody's going to chill out until the market moves. So like I said, let's go back to the charts. We're in consolidation here. Nothing really to, start jumping at right now as of now. But if we're looking at maybe the 1 hour time frame, we could probably get an idea of what's most likely about to happen here. So I'm gonna stick to the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frames for trading. 15-minute time frame, I don't like it for trading moves like this. It's too messy. But looking at it right now, even here, it's starting to show that bulls are coming in. If you see that this is coming up, but it's still overall bearish because we are still underneath 50. I do want to see probably a hook here and then a move, and then I'll probably enter. But right now it's too early to say. Way too early to say. Unless the market just obviously breaks above this consolidation range with some momentum, then I'll be like, okay, then we could go long. But nothing here for XRP for a trade just yet. Bitcoin, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Oh, okay. So Bitcoin, let me see. Did I have this? Yeah, I did. So I had this marked up on the 1 hour time frame. I should have extended it over. So we're in a trading range on Bitcoin. We're starting to see overextension on TDI here. So we're getting overextended. But even though we're overextended, this is a concern. This is saying right now that we are showing strong momentum based off of what's happening in the market right now. For me to take a short here, I want to see the market, I want to see the signal line dip back into the upper band. If we could dip back into the upper band, then I'll be looking to go short, but we don't have that yet. But here's another part of that. Because we know Bitcoin, there's probably some manipulation here that I'm looking at it right now, because this doesn't make any sense right in here. But even the CPI numbers is still interesting. But if this was truly, a bullish market, strong enough, we should have broke this zone already. And we got rejection here. So I'm kind of concerned. And also another thing that I'm looking at, there's price action starting to build up here, because price action gives you the data first before anything, before the signals, or before the indicators, before anything else. So there is some price action here. There was some price action down here as well, but this price action that we're seeing is indecision. Those that don't know that aren't familiar with trading, an indecision candle literally looks like a line, like how you see on the chart right now. Let me do this. A indecision candle pretty much, it looks like this. Let me just draw that up for y'all. This is what an indecision, it looks pretty much like a cross. So that's what we're seeing right here, right now. So that's why I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, we still have 24 minutes for this candle to close, which is cool. So it's a waiting game. So if you want to be a aggressive trader, then most likely you would take your trade here for a short and put your stop loss, at the most recent high here. It's better to take a trade up here than way down here, because if you put a trade in down here, let's say we put a trade in down here, right? And we put our stop loss way up here. You in the market reverses back and hits your stop loss. Excuse me. That's a big, that's a big loss there versus taking a trade at this top point, taking a risk, taking a short here, and then putting a stop loss up here. You lose less money. So it's better to take a trade here than to take a trade down here. That's all I'm trying to say. How I would play this off if I was to take a trade now, I will put a stop, I will put a sell stop in the middle of this box here, right? Let me show you this. Let me do this. So I would put a sell stop in here. This was what my trade setup would look like, and come back to the downside. This is what I would look for. This is what I would look for. I could take a trade here, and I could also probably move it up to here as well, just because the market is going up. But the trick is to let the market come to you. Don't chase the market. Let the market come to you and chase you. That's the way to trade with better, how to word this, better, like sniping the market, but to minimize your loss. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to play aggressive, but you also got to know your levels as well. If you notice, if you look to your left, let me explain this before I drink my coffee. If you look to your left or right in here, right? If you look in here, this is a small area of the supply in here, a small supply zone. So you see a small supply zone like this is where you look for trades to start moving to the downside. The reason why this is a small supply zone, look at the candles. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles within the same area. And then the market, you could consider this consolidation. Or if you want to draw, like this, because some people love, drawing stuff like that. But this is a small area of a small descending triangle right there, right? So if you see that, what's most likely going to happen? Boom, and you see them move to the downside, boom, drop, take some profit in here. So like I said, you see what's happening right now. I said if I was to take a trade, let the market come to me, and you see it's already coming to me right there. Boom, drop. Have a small stop loss right there, and we're good to go. Sometimes you got to play these moves very aggressively, just because the market sometimes is very unforgiving. Honestly, I may take this short now. I just like confirmation before taking the trade. That's just how I like to trade. But being an aggressive trader, it could backfire on you, and it could also work out highly in your favor. So looking at this, I want to take this short based off this level. I'd rather trade here. It's a safer trade for me, in my opinion. And if I was to go down one more time frame, which it's probably a good idea, I want to see if there's some overextension here on the 15-minute time frame, and then if there is, that's pretty good for me. So yeah, there's a lot of overextension actually right there. So this is a good sign to take a trade in here, for me at least. But if you put Ichimoku on, not such a good trade. Ichimoku's telling you don't take the trade. So at this point, you would have to make your own decision. Do you want to get in the trade? Do you not want to get in the trade? Me personally, I would probably trade this just because it's closer to the resistance level. Small loss if it backfires. So that's how I look at it. That's the best way to look at it. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take this trade. Let me go ahead and put it in my. Let me go ahead and put the setup in, and we shall move on. So if you want to take this trade, we're gonna go short on Bitcoin. I'm shorting this. I am shorting right now. So let me put it in real quick before we move forward. I'm gonna take the chance on this one. Bitcoin, here it is. I'm gonna do a tight stop on this one. I should have held my, man, I should have held that trade. I'm looking at a GBPJPY and I'm thinking I should have held that. But we'll get to that soon. We'll get to that soon. That one was a tough one. I don't know if I could have held that one. All right. All right, there we go. All right, so we're in the trade on Bitcoin. Yeah, we're trading this short. Let me go ahead and send this to the students, and if they want to take the trade, then they could take the trade. Let's see. Where is, here it is. All right. All right, we're shorting. Whatever happens, we're gonna just keep it super tight there. All right, so that's the trade for Bitcoin. So we're done with crypto for now. We're gonna move into Forex. So we're gonna start off with GBPJPY. And I'm telling you, this is, I was in this trade, but I got out this morning. I'm so mad because I would be deep in profit right now because I'm kind of irritated looking at it. Let me see. Dang, it hit my, oh, I'm salty right now, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm not too mad because it did hit my targets the first time, but I should have known. We're making a double top here. You always, let me tell y'all this. Just from my trading experience and trading in the market, always take the chance trading a double top. Always take that chance. If you see, and y'all, you just gotta be confident in taking it. You'll lose some. I'm not gonna lie, because trading is not 100%. But look at this beautiful juicy level here. Look at this. Always trade this formation if you see it. Always take the risk. But if you take the risk, use good risk management. Don't go stupid because some people overdo it. But always take a chance taking this type of trade, and even a triple top. Always take those risks. I'm telling you. If you could catch just one of these moves here, and you catch this, like this move here to the downside, as you see, I was in this trade. I got out, let me see, about an hour ago. So I got out on the last candle. Yeah, I got out on the very last candle right here, the previous candle. And look where the market's at now. I'm actually a little mad that I got out of the trade, but let me show you how much profit this would be, even if I, got in on this candle here. This move is about 43 pips. That's 43 points in the market right there. Just off this one candle alone. And I got in the trade up here, which I would be up about 74 points total had I held the trade. So I'm a little irritated, but it is making its way at the neckline. So let me explain this formation, how to trade it, because I could get in again only if this breaks, but we'll see. So you trade, the idea is to trade at the very top, right? And this would have been a good trade looking at the TDI. There's some bearish divergence here as well, so I should have, it's a good idea to take that. And then there's price action as well, so definitely take that. So look what happened here. You have this double top. It's forming this M pattern. Look here, this M pattern. This is the neckline, right? So how this pattern works, you usually want to take the trade here. You don't usually want to take it at the neckline. If you do, that's risking it. But let's say you do take it at the neckline. You're looking to see if it's going to break even lower to complete this gigantic M pattern here, right? So when you see this, where you want to have your take profit one, if you take the trade at the top, you take your first profit or take partial profits at the neckline, and then you leave the rest running it, and move your stop loss into like a trailing stop, so you could close in profit if the market does reverse, because the market can reverse back to the upside here. The M pattern here is just saying that there's a high probability of it coming and completing this formation. Not always going to happen, because that's how the market works. It's never going to give you 100% of what 100% pattern moves, but the ratio of it working in your favor is high. So that's why I like trading the M patterns. I wish I held it longer, but it is what it is. I wasn't trusting the news at first because the market was acting funny. When I was looking at the market, where was I? Yeah, I got out like right in here somewhere. I got out like right here, like right in here, and then the market dropped some more. So had I looked at this on the hour time frame, I probably would have been a little more confident, but now seeing it, I'm kind of irritated. It looks like we're about to really break this neckline here. The momentum is there, and TDI is also giving us. It's overextended, very overextended. As you see, it's overextended here, but it's still moving pretty strong. You see that? So yeah, I'm expecting this thing to start falling pretty strongly to the downside, and probably even hit, because we already hit our Fibonacci levels, and I remember saying we'll probably reverse here and then move back up. But look, we're doing it again. We're starting, so we'll probably hit back at the 50 level, and then once we hit the 50 level, we could also come back to the 6180. But seeing this 50 or 6180s will be my targets for this market. But if you want to take a short now, you're more than welcome to. It is breaking that neckline. I would recommend, if you take this trade it on the 15-minute time frame. Put your stop loss right above this previous, right on the current candle. It's better to take a small loss here than take a big loss. So if you're gonna enter now, take a trade, put your stop loss slightly above this current candle that we are on the 15-minute time frame. That'll be your best bet for taking this trade. But if you take it now, you're pretty much in profit. Let me go back to Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin's running games, so we're done here. Let's go to the peso, then I'm gonna check out NZD/JPY since we're on Forex pairs. Man, peso is on a killing spree right now. Okay, let's see. Let's go 4 hour. Peso is moving very strong to the downside. It is not showing any signs of slowing down. Yeah, peso is just dropping. Even here on the TDI, peso is just on a mad spree. But I'll be looking to go long very soon based off the TDI. I don't have confirmation to go long yet based off the daily TDI, but to go for a really good juicy position, we are starting to form some bullish divergence from what I'm seeing on the daily. Let me draw that up. So I'm going to be looking to go real long here soon. It's not time yet, but this is the setup for soon. So I'm gonna put a flag on this to be monitoring this trade on the peso, because if you could catch one trade off the peso, those that don't know, if you watch my older videos when I first started this channel, peso, I used to trade the peso a lot. The peso was like my favorite pair because this was actually what started my trading career. I think if you go back, there's a video that says I made $10,000 in 2 weeks. I have a video of me trading the peso. I made $10,000 trading the peso in 2 weeks with I put 4 positions, and man, this trade, man, peso made me some money. So I'm looking to do the same thing again. I just am waiting for the confirmation. And peso, I do think it's going to reverse eventually, but I don't have that confirmation yet. But it's based off the divergence, I will look to go. I will look to go long soon, because we are. Let me see. If we look to our left, we see that this area right here is a demand zone, right in here. Yeah, right in here. If you could see my screen clearly, let me take this off, because I know sometimes y'all be like focusing on so many things. But look here, if you look to the left, right in here is a demand zone. Buyers took over this point back in 2017. That's pretty much when I was trading the peso back in 2017. Yeah, so if you look back here in 2017, this was August 2017. From between July to August, the market consolidated and boom, pushed up. And then it tested here again back in 2018. Let's see, what month was this? Around May, and then it pushed higher, and then ever since it moved higher. So now we're back to this level. I do think that we'll start to see buyers come in on the peso. So if you're watching, if you ever traded the peso, I'm telling you, trade the peso. Even though the spreads is crazy, if you get one good trade off the peso, you're going to make a lot. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy trading the peso. So nothing here yet, but just have the setup made. Let me go ahead and share this with my students as well. Let's see. Let me type this in. Let me see. Give me a second, y'all. I'm typing out everything that I need to type out for giving instructions on how to navigate this. Let's see. Let me also say this. Let me see. All right. Okay, so I sent it out. We're good. So peso's not exactly ready yet, but it is getting to the point where it's going to, start looking for buys. So if I'm taking a trade here off the peso, if I'm going to be aggressive, I would take it now. Honestly, if I'm being real. Just because we're already at a very strong level of support. The only thing is stop loss placement. Have a really tight stop loss, and then look to be aggressive and let the market come to us or whatever. I know everybody trades differently, but me, I would be aggressive and probably start putting in a few positions now. That's just me personally. But that's to each their own. Honestly, you could go for a long right now, stop loss right underneath here. So that's what I would go for. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? You said hi. I finally got on the stream after a long time. Hey, I'm glad you're joining me on the stream. It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. Let me see. So next one, we're going to look at NZD/JPY. Miracles do happen if you're still here. I'm going to look at it for you, buddy. And Bitcoin's in profit, I think. Hold on, let's see. Yep, Bitcoin is in profit. Small profit, but it's profit. So let me go ahead and look at... Actually, let me flag Bitcoin so I can remember that I'm in the trade. Because sometimes I'll take a trade and I'll forget that I'm in the trade. I'll be like, man, I forgot about the trade. Okay. Okay, so you're still here. Great. So let me look at NZD/JPY for you, buddy. Since you asked. And since I'm already doing Forex pairs, I might as well do it now so I don't waste time. Because the market is starting to move. If you look at the numbers, they're starting to move. Let me see. How do I not have this on my list? You know what? That's funny. I usually have all the NZD, or actually all the JPY pairs. Let me type that in. All right. Ooh, that 1 hour candle's juicy. You know what? If I were you, I'm just gonna be real. Depending on your risk management, just because what I'm reading. All right, let me just tell you this. Because I don't want to confuse nobody. Because Ichimoku is not easy to learn for beginners if you're not used to it. You have, idealistically, you wanted to trade up here after this candle closed and gave you that price action, right? On NZD, JPY. So it made that same M pattern, but I'm not saying it's gonna fall all the way down here. I'm not saying this. If anything, I think the market most likely will come to this level, right? It's probably somewhere in down here. So based off what I'm saying, this strong bearish candle, it makes me want to jump in. But knowing how the market does sometimes, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to come down to the, down to the 15-minute time frame and confirm some stuff. So here, this is this neckline level, right? Right in here. You see how it's rejecting here on this neckline? Ichimoku is screaming, sell this. It's screaming, sell this. It is bearish. Excuse me. It is bearish. The only thing that I'm worried about for you, if you were to get in this trade, is that it would come up and then start moving down. You don't want to get in trades like that because it's a headache. I'm going to be real with you on this. You already missed the opportunity to take this trade. You should have been in the trade already. And it's okay to miss trades because sometimes you're going to miss trades. But realistically, you already missed this trade. You want to be in up here or somewhere up here. The best way for you to have gotten in here already, you would have to catch this on the 5-minute, honestly. Let me show you. Let me show you where you should have caught this. So pay attention to this circle. I'm going to show you where you should have got in. I'm going to go down. It's probably the 5-minute or the 1-minute time frame you should have entered. So look here. On the 5 minutes, for sure, you should have definitely been in the trade. All right? Let me show you why. So we know based off that 15-minute time frame, this was a consolidated level. And it's that same M pattern. Same M pattern. And you don't believe me, right? Huh? Okay, let me show you. Same M pattern right there. I always tell you, I'll take these trades. You're going to have success taking them. But anyway, yeah, you could argue that it made a triple top. You have 3 fractal levels here. But let me show you why it's too late to get in this trade. You should have already been in up here. The market came up. Look what happened up here. The TDI broke back into the volatility band here. So this was saying that we did have some momentum up, but then it broke back in because it found resistance up here. And then look what's happening here. This is coming down. And this is staying flat. So you have some divergence up here. So, and then not only that, TDI gave you 3 short opportunities up here. It gave you 1 opportunity here on the first crossover, gave you another opportunity on this crossover, and it gave you the last opportunity, the 3rd opportunity here, which was the final one before the drop at this bearish divergence. So you should have been in on this candle. Had you jumped in on that candle, you would be up. It's not a lot of points, but it's 35 points. pips in this market. You should have been in already. So that's why I said you already missed this trade. Now, had I been in, had I started streaming, what time is it? That's not right. Why does it say 9:30 on this candle? It's not even 9:30. That's strange. Let me go to the hour real quick, because that's strange why it's reading like that. Okay, so you should have been in at around, started looking to get in this trade at like last hour. Around 8 o'clock, you should have started to look to get in this trade. I don't know why this candle says 9:30, because it's definitely not 9:30, which is weird. That's strange. I don't know why it's reading like that. Let me see here. And on this candle it says 9:15, so I'm confused why it's reading like that. But anyway, point is, you should have already been in the trade already, based off the 5-minute time frame. Because the key to trading is recognize patterns, find the probability of that pattern, take the trade, boom, you got it. Ichimoku already shows that this cloud is acting as resistance. You go down to the 5-minute time frame, find if there's anything that's giving you signs of reversal. It did. Divergence, boom, take it, drop. So if you're trading a smaller time frame, you don't take a lot of profit. You just get in and out. This would have been a good trade. Now, if you're trying to get back in the trade, we would have to wait until, you know, we see some signs here. It's not yet ready. But here's the good thing for you, Miracle. If you notice, the TDI is starting to get bearish momentum. So wait for a correction on the TDI. If you trade TDI, or find a correction that's for you. Once you find that correction, then you take the trade short, because you still got a chance to go short here. It's just this, you already missed your first opportunity to get in the trade. So take that with a grain of salt, but also be aware of this as well. That's why if you miss it, you miss it. Don't chase the market. Trust me, do not chase the market. The market will beat you up and take your money and smile in your face and, you know, steal your dreams. But if you're gonna take this trade, play on the 5-minute time frame. Find a trading edge, and what I mean by that, look at the trade on the 5 and 15 minutes. I'll say that. Look at the edge. Find levels of resistance on the 5-minute and 15-minute, and look for bounces. So you see these fractal levels, that's where I would take trades. I would look to take trades like here. Wait till the market touches here, then drop. If we break this trend line, cool, that's even better. If we have a fractal break here, that's another short. But you have to make sure you have rules in place for you to take a trade. Don't just take a trade, oh, because I feel like taking it. No, you trade because you have solid, concrete evidence that the market is going to do what you want it to do, or have a higher percentage. So let me keep this here. I would take a trade short here. That's me personally, or somewhere around that area, maybe even between these two lines. Yeah, so you have to have some criteria to take a short. So something like this. And that'll be an in wave to the downside there too. So that's what I would look for. So that's my analysis on that. Let me finish off with, I'll check out Alpha Coin after I do the Dow Jones. Dang, this thing. So yesterday, or the day before, let's see, what was it? So I had called a trade in here. Ooh, did not hit stop loss, thank God. So I had called a trade in here on Monday's stream. I had told everybody to go short in here. It hit take profit 1. Then it went up, consolidated, came back, hit take profit 1 again. Then it did some crazy stupid stuff because of CPI numbers. Didn't hit stop loss, so if you're still holding this trade, you're still good. Still good. But I still think we're going to, start, looking to aim to the downside on this one. Let's see. We do have price action in here. That's big. So let's see. I just hate when the market does stuff like this. Let me get rid of this for a moment. So now it's consolidating between this red zone and this blue zone. I don't like that. But overall, it's bearish here. The only thing I'm worried about is if... I wouldn't say worried, but I don't like how this is reading. I don't like that. It's not clean. But anyway, even if it doesn't hit these two, we still hit take profit one, which was 1,800 points. If you look at my story on Instagram, I have posted the trade results on Instagram, so you could definitely take a look at that. But anyway, let me go. So this one is still holding. I'll just say it's still holding. Still holding to go short. And now for the NASDAQ, because there's nothing here to trade. I'm just going to be real. NASDAQ, let's see. We might have an opportunity here. Let's see. Now there is divergence here. And there's also a very rare pattern that you don't see often, which is a Y wave. I actually hate these patterns. So what a Y wave is, it looks like a megaphone or an alligator mouth. A Y wave is when the market makes higher highs and then also making lower lows at the same time, and you get this alligator mouth right here that you see. So seeing this is a Y wave, and it looks like it could reverse. Honestly, it does look like it may reverse, but it's a very overextended. What would convince me to start looking to go short is if we see the signal line break back into the upper volatility band here for a short. But if not, this is gonna be a bullish Y wave, and you see the market, go up higher. A Y wave is usually a continuation or a reversal pattern. So this could do either or. But looking at it, there is some bearish divergence. Market's making higher highs. This is making lower highs. So really, you could look for it to go short in here. So maybe on the 15. Let me take this off here. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, it says we're overextended. So we have a trade opportunity on here on the 15 to go short. Hasn't given us the second signal to go short yet, but it is showing us that there is signs of going short here. But that's just going to be a waiting game because it's saying the momentum is bullish. So you got to be careful with this one. Wait till it crosses this red line, crosses below this blue line for a short signal. If that does not happen, then this market's going up. But there is definitely a Y wave here, and that's a rare pattern that you don't see often. Let's see. So that's what I have for the stocks, NASDAQ, and the, what's it called? US30. So let's take a look at this alpha coin you're talking about. I'm not even familiar with that one. Don't even know if it's even on here. Yeah, alpha coin's not even on here from what it's showing. Do you know the abbreviation for it? Because if not, then I can't find it. Let's see. Let me take a look at something. Alpha coin. I have never heard of it. All right. Yeah, so I guess you don't have the abbreviation, so that's fine. If not, then I'll just continue to look at some other currencies. Bitcoin, as of now, is playing games. It has indecision. The only thing right now to pay attention on Bitcoin is just be aware of the overextension and potential higher move. And then here on the 15 is saying that it start looking to go short, but we need a short signal here. That's the only thing on Bitcoin. Let me see what is happening. Let me go here real quick. Okay. Give me a moment. All right. Is there anything else that y'all want me to analyze? Because I analyzed all the pairs that I wanted to look at myself today. I only trade, really, honestly, I only trade like maybe 3 pairs, because trading more than 4 pairs is ridiculous. And really, I could break it down to just 2. But what do y'all want me to look at for y'all? Forex, stock, crypto, I don't care what it is. You know, just let me know. Let's see. Let me see. Gold is doing pretty well. Dang, the dollar died here. Actually, no, this is perfect buying opportunity here in this zone. Let's see. Let's see. Last time I looked at, I'll look at the Euro USD. Last time I looked at it, I was saying different scenarios of what could happen. I said overall it's going to come down, and it did, as you see here. So here's all the scenarios that I gave on the stream. Hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing? So if y'all remember the last stream I had Monday, I gave like 1,000 scenarios on this. So let's see. One of them played out exactly. So the one that played out was this one here. So let me, because I said there was not enough information at that time to take a trade. But let me show you which one played out. This is the one that played out. Right here. I called it exactly as it is. I said it's going to go up into this zone, and then it's going to come down. This, I told you, all my scenarios work. The only thing is I don't know which one is going to play out when it happens, because the trading is about probability. I don't think people understand that's how trading works. I just think people think the market's going to do this because of, you know, XYZ. But there's this whole trading game is basically chess. But one of your scenarios is going to play out. You just have to have at least 3 to 4 scenarios. And I always tell you people this. You need at least 3 to 4 scenarios. And here was the one that did play out. And those that remember that were on my stream know that I said this. And it played out exactly like this. It went straight to this level. I had it marked up here. We were down here at the time. Market moved up, boom, and then now we got that drop. Because I said what may end up happening, because I remember what I said. I said the market may make a double top, and then before start putting, you know, sell limits up here. So once it hits a certain price, it's going to trigger you in, and then boom, drop. This was the cleanest drop I've seen in a while. So I like that move. GBP USD, let me take a look. You have some divergence here, but you should have been in the trade already. Actually, let me make sure I got that right. Very slight divergence there. And you do have a sell. No, never mind. I lied. No, you don't. If I were you, I would still look to go short on this. You got the bearish divergence there. Let me look at the weekly. I don't. Ooh. That's hard to argue against. Yeah, you know what? Looking at this weekly chart might change my tune. I'll just say this, because look here. This is the only thing that's really saving this market is this level here. Now, if I was trading just naked charts like this, I'll probably, you know, look to go long here based off what I'm seeing on the weekly. It is starting to get overextended, but there's no confirmation of it reversing yet. So that's what another thing I would be cautious about. The daily, yeah, daily as well is very bullish. If I were you, I would be very cautious trading this. I probably would even take a trade, to be honest. Just because it looks like this trade is going to be a headache to take. And those are the markets that you tend to want to avoid. Let me see. And we're also forming a Y wave on this. See, the rare pattern Y wave. Here we go. So let me say this, because if you're going to trade this, you could have a really big trade. Let me explain why, right? A Y wave is a great trading opportunity. It's just if it works out in your favor. I traded this pattern is usually like a major reversal or a major continuation. If this continues to the upside, let me show you where it could possibly go. So you draw that in wave formation, and we'll probably look to go somewhere up here. So, but let me give you the targets of what could happen here if we do go up. So these could be the bullish targets if the market does continue to the upside. Now let's say if this drops to the downside, which could happen. Y wave likes to complete itself, so what you'll see, the market fall back to this area right in here, which will give you, and this is if this happens, because I'm not saying this is going to happen, but if this happens, let's say you get this. That's an 800 point trade right there. 800 pips, 870 to be exact here, if this falls the way you want it to. And let me give you this. Let me give you one more thing. Let me give you one. What time frame would I want to? I would trade. The lowest I would go here would be the 1 hour. I wouldn't go lower than this. Based off the current information, you can go short here. If I were you, I would just set a super tight stop. About a 40-50 pip stop loss from current position. Actually 50 pip stop loss would be fine. This is about 49 here, but because if you catch this move where it's currently at, let me show you, because this could play in your favor. It's just gonna take a long time to play out. If you catch this move, that'll be 900 points from where we're at now. This is a scenario that I would like for you to play out for you, because it would most likely, if it's going to break to the downside, most likely going to test this low again, this trend line low, and you'll see the market drop all the way down to this trend line low. Since this is a Y wave, you're at the peak of a Y wave, which is very hard to catch. But if it reverses, then hey, you know. So that's why I said this is a very interesting place. I don't like it only because I don't like the bullish momentum that I see on the weekly. But it is starting to slow down on the daily, which is fine. So you have to make your own decision on this one. But I do like it for a short more so because the current market is showing bearish divergence on the hour. 4 hour, you could probably also get away with it as well, going short. Because if you see here on the 4 hour time frame, things are starting to drop off here. If you get the what is this, the baseline to angle down, oh yeah, this is gonna be a great short to take. So I would look to go short if I were you, Mike. That's just me. But just keep a very tight stop, because the risk to reward ratio for a short is a lot greater than going to the upside, in my opinion. Let me look again, Cuddy, because I did see it. Alright, so here it is. I guess, yeah, here it is. This is what you're asking about. I found the currency that you want. Alpha USDT. Well, I do like how it's looking here. Let me put Ichimoku on. Let me see. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, I do like this C clamp here, but I'm not. Let me see. Let me not use Ichimoku for this one. This could be an interesting one. Let me see how it moves as well, and get the let me get the structure of this market down. So we got structure here. In the past, it was bullish. Here was bearish. Bullish here. So bullish here, but we don't know what's going to be now. So let's take a look. The chances of it going higher is greater. Because look, let me show you why. You got... Let me just do this. I'm going to draw each one that was bullish in the past green. Or let me make it purple. Let's see, right in here. All right. So you got 3 areas where it was bullish in the past, and then you got right in here, really technically 1 area where it was bearish in the past. All right, hope you can see what I'm doing. So the purple ones were bullish areas in the past, the blue one is bearish. All right, so currently we're trying to just, try to understand what is happening now. Let me see if I can erase multiple ones at the same time. Alright, sweet, I can. Alright, so looking at this, you do have, well, let's see, you got 9 hours for this candle to close. If you wait here for this candle to close, wait for price action, see if there's any bullish price action, because it looks like it's going to close bullish, but I'm going to base it off the daily time frame because I'm new to this one. Looking at the daily time frame, wait for this candle to close. If it closes like this with the rejection, I would start to look to go long here. Only thing that I'm concerned about is that the TDI is still overall bullish, but it's sloping down. So you be cautious of that. The last thing I would say, I'm only gonna look at 2 time frames: the daily and the 4-hour. If you look at the 4-hour back in the past, it's mimicking what it's doing currently. So if I were you, in the next hour and 34 minutes, you could place a buy. You do have a buy order or buy position based off the TDI here. It's starting to cross over, but make sure it crosses over and make sure it closes like this. So if I were you, I would look to go long here on alpha, because this is mostly a buying territory from the past. And looking at the past, the last move that was bullish back over here, let me show you something. There's a pattern going on. Look at what's happening here. It's doing the same thing again. Same exact thing, except for this time it's happening a little bit quicker. So you would want to go long when this 4-hour candle closes. All right. Let me take a look here. Bitcoin's still doing Bitcoin things. All right, so yeah, that's what I have for alpha. So I will look to go long on that 4-hour candle. All right, any other questions or concerns? Because if not, I'm out. I'm gonna go chill. I have to fold my clothes because I got some clothes that I need to fold up. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Today was pretty, simple, quick. I won't be on again today. I'll be on again on Friday. So I will see y'all on Friday. I might put out some videos. Also join the Discord if y'all want to get access to some more stuff. Also, let me say this. In the future, I'm going to have it to, just because of time, I'm going to have it to where only members could do requests, just to save some time. So if you want to be a member, you don't have to don't have to go crazy. But if you go to the join now button on the main channel page or on the stream, I'm not sure if it says it for y'all right now, but if you look at that, you could become a member and join the Discord, get some access to the student Discord or hidden areas in the Discord group as well. So feel free to do that. But other than that, you guys, I think I have everything that I wanted to say. Market is, we'll see what happens next time we join, next time we do a stream. Cuddy, you're welcome. Hope it goes well for you. I think it's going to. I really believe it is. And just because of that, I'm gonna keep tabs on it myself. I'm gonna keep tabs on. Oops, no, wrong one. I'm gonna keep tabs on it myself, and I'm going to add it to my list of opportunity. All right. What is going on? I don't know why I'm getting bad charts, but I'll keep this on my radar. I don't know why it's not showing me the last chart, but that's fine. But yeah, like I said, y'all be good. Y'all be blessed in Jesus' name, and I'll see y'all on the next stream. All right. God bless. Peace.